There's some real money in the room.
The Young Pharoh, man, I recently saw him on a few different channels, bringing up your name, Brother Rizza, saying that you DM'd his baby mother and threatened her and her child, saying that you would kill them.
He slid in my son's mom's DM and basically was like him and Ben X, and was like they were
Brother Ben.
Yeah, Brother Ben. This how I know who they is. This how I got on they. This if it wasn't for them doing that, we would have never had a conversation.
Yeah.
Those are heavy accusations, Brother Ben.
Yeah.
Can you address that for us here, man, on the Bob report?
Yeah, man. I don't know where he got that from. I just put together a documentary.
Did you do that, Brother Ben?
Yeah, it's called.
No. Did you DM his mother?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Here's the thing with that, man. He got a screenshot of him DMing me saying, "Peace, God." You know, he plays like he didn't know me, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't know these guys until they inbox, but I got an inbox. And here's the thing, like this is a prime example of I'm seeing the accusation, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, this is poor brother. Like I feel sorry for him. One, because I'm starting to feel like he really believed that happened. That's what I'm really feeling sorry for. I'm like, damn, bro, you know, cause it's stuff online saying that I think he done said it too. I ain't seen the video, but some people said that somebody done.
People too, Brother Ben.
Yeah, slipped something in his drink and they say something happened to him mentally.
Oh.
So I don't know. Hopefully that's what it is, or I don't know what it is, man. But you know, I feel sorry for him because I'm starting to think he really believes that's what happens. Now here's why I feel sorry for him. In my documentary, he must don't know, him telling what actually happened is still on YouTube. So you go look at,
I saw it.
If you go look at what he actually said happened and hear what he's saying now, it's two different things. So, and here's another thing. If you didn't know us before we so-called allegedly inboxed your baby mama and said we're gonna kill him, which is foolishness. But why would you screenshot my response to what you said about doing some show together, but you wouldn't screenshot that we inboxed your baby mama? So it's easy now to say, yep, he did it. Oh, by the way, I lost my Instagram, so I can't prove it to you guys. Well, I got the proof. Check out the documentary. Hopefully, Brother Real Tune TV, I'll let him put it out there publicly first. I've been sending it, to people. It's still unlisted on my page. But in my documentary, I chop up all of it, man, and show you guys what really happened, give you the proof, give you the dates. I got all that. So I still have all the receipts, and a lot of it is still online, which is why I don't get why he's making up this lie, because the actual story is still online. But again, man, that's that I'm sure this happened with the minister. They accused the minister of killing Malcolm X, knowing that the actual person who did it actually said, hey, I did it. I wasn't influenced by the Nation of Islam. There's an article on CNN where he said this, but people literally on social media say the minister did it. Not, oh, the minister was part of it. The minister said at that time, yes, there was a lot of words speaking. There was a lot of back and forth things said out of anger, of course. That's what's going to happen. It happens in the streets all day. You say something, I want to defend somebody, whatever the case may be. He wasn't even there at all. But people in today's time, they literally have the narrative that he's the one who did it. I done heard, they done said the minister killed Martin Luther King. Man, I done heard all kind of stuff. I'm talking about for real. So it's like, man, it just come with the territory at this point. It's just a part of the process.
Do you think that Young Pharoh is coming at you because of the light that you have on yourself? Is that what he's after?
That's the only logical thing that would make sense to me. Because if you look at the videos and look at who he really had a problem with, which was somebody totally different than myself and Brother Rizza, he had this problem with somebody who was older. Why don't he bring up his name? Why don't he even mention that? How did they go from, this older generation, me and Ben had this private conversation, me, Brother Ben and Rizza, we had a beautiful live, we had this phone call, we stopping the beef, and these older generation are trying to keep it going, messing up what the youth got. How I go from that to, no, Brother Ben and Rizza, they the ones who inbox. So it's like, that's the only thing that makes sense. Why just mention me and Brother Rizza? If there's all these so-called Muslims that was inboxing me, they was doing it. This is him saying this. Yeah, they was saying this and they saying this, and you can say this about me, but not my baby mom. out of all these people you saying something, why on these stories it's just Brother Ben and Brother Rizza? Well, it's so convenient that Brother Ben and Brother Rizza has a platform, so that's the only thing that would make sense to me.
Do you feel like you being who you are, you being a big speaker for the Nation of Islam, this is just the beginning, part of the people that are gonna come for you? Maybe not even for you, because I really feel like if y'all ever met, if y'all haven't, he would treat you with respect. He would not bow down, but you know, it would be some mutual manhood stuff going on, because he knows what you are. If he can see all that and say all that different type of stuff, he can see the light in you. Yeah. And he would understand that, okay, let me lead this brother.
And honestly, if I can be honest, I see the light in him too. Although he said all these different things, he done lied, he done made threats and all that type of stuff. He's a smart guy. You know, I don't think puts out all factual information, and I've done my videos in response to him as it refers to the Nation of Islam and the Minister Louis Farrakhan, where he'll go off something that's already posted and post it as his evidence of fact, when that's not always fact, because what somebody puts out and what somebody says is not always true. But his zeal, I love the zeal. So like that whole threats and all that, that's cool, because the Nation of Islam needs soldiers. So we need somebody who tough. We just need to channel that energy. Don't go after your brother who ain't did nothing to you. Don't go after your brother in ignorance and foolishness, even if it's not us. Allowing somebody else to say something and trick you out your position where you trying to be so tough to where you ready to go back to prison. So what, you done been to prison before?
He's been to prison?
Yeah, according to what he said, he done been to jail, said he been a hitman and got 50 bodies.
You said a hitman?
That's what he said. I ain't say that's what he said.
He had a big old sword on the interview one time.
Yeah. So this is what he said. So for me, man, it's like, you know, you ain't gotta do all that, man. You say you got this app that has been a #1 app, man. Stick to the education. Stick to what you know about math. Stick to what you know about our people's history, the science. I think he's pretty good with science. Like, there's not too many young people, man. They got voices that's bold enough to go against the grain. Like, I feel like he's bold enough to go against the grain if he just had the right knowledge and really the right guidance. Because having knowledge but not having the right guidance and moral a character with the guidance can be very dangerous. So I would say, man, I see the light in him as well, man. I think if he just, you know, I think as he get older, we'll see things change. You know, right now, you know, it looks cool to threaten. It looks cool to say, yeah, nigga, pull up. It looks cool to say, yeah, nigga, I blow your head off. Who says that online? So like that type of stuff, man, just lets me know mentally, you know, something's not there. So, you know, I think as he matures, man, and he takes some of what he's already doing as far as his research, how he puts together his presentations, is good. So I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, man, what if he had the right knowledge? And when I say right knowledge, I'm not saying they got to be Nation of Islam. I'm not saying you got to be FOI, but just doing what you're doing in the right way without going after people who ain't did nothing to you. I think, you know, he'll shine a lot more. And it's sad because this is not just coming from me. If you look at the comments on his page and what people have said about him, it's like, man, this is a different person. You know, I looked at the comments on Real Tune TV. A lot of them are saying, man, I used to follow him, but something happened. He done changed up. He's saying stuff different now. So look at all the people you could have been impacting still if you would have just stayed on the right path and not, you know, trying to engage in the beef and the conflict and all this type of stuff. So
what does he practice?
Man, I don't know. I heard him say on Buddha now, so I don't know. First, his name was Pharaoh Allah. Then it was Pharaoh Aten. Now it's Buddha. I don't know, man, what he practiced. I don't really watch his content at all, to be honest with you. I just saw that because somebody sent it to me and said that he mentioned my name. So, well, no, actually, Tune texted me. He said, hey, man, this dude mentioned your name. I'm just letting you know. I was like, I'm familiar with him, which I don't even get. Like, the situation. So this is why another reason why I think it's, you know, cloud chasing. This happened in 2018. Man, we in 2023. How you bringing up something that happened so many years ago now in 2023? So like the logic, what is the intentions of bringing this up from all the way in 2000? We ain't said, I ain't made now a video about him since then.
So you just woke up one day and he
seen like I done inbox somebody, baby mama. I'm this hitman out of nowhere.
Did you have to answer to your wife?
No.
Brother Ben said, no, I don't have those problems, Supreme. Okay. Okay.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.